Hi everyone, this is the 3-year update to my sex reassignment surgery. On March 4th, 2013, I had my SRS with Christine McGinn. If you would like to know about my surgery and or the first year or two of recovery, I'll have annotations and links to all these videos in the description. Being at the 3-year mark, I should be on here saying that everything is all good and there are no problems. Unfortunately, once again, I cannot say this. The issues I discussed in my 2-year update video are still present, but I have been trying to do things about it, but nothing is working. So in the 2-year update video I did in 2015, I mentioned that I was going to go to a local gynecologist to see if there was anything that could be done. Shortly after posting that video, in late March of 2015, I did go to a gynecologist. I was the first trans patient they had, and they didn't really know much about that type of surgery. But I expressed my concerns and said that the primary issue for me was granulation tissue inside the vagina. This is something that is not trans-specific as women deal with vaginal tears, especially during childbirth and sex. So I knew they could help me. I told the doctor that my surgeon's office generally used silver nitrate to treat the area. So the gynecologist did as well. She treated the area, and I was hoping this would help. While it was sensitive for a few days afterwards, it seemed to have helped. But as it usually does, the pain started coming back, and it was right back to where it was before. After about a month and a half from my previous visit at the gynecologist, at the beginning of May, I scheduled another visit. She treated it again and suggested that I return to my surgeon's office if it persisted, since she didn't really feel comfortable continuing with me. So that was the last time I saw her. After the treatment, the same thing happened. I started to feel better, and I was hoping it was all good. Then the pain came back. So about a month and a half after that, in early July, is when I went into the surgeon's office. I didn't see the surgeon, but I saw an assistant, and she did a very thorough job of using the silver nitrate and to get all the granulation tissue. It was rather painful, but it felt great that everything was being treated. She even treated the spot that had a bit of an opening around the clitoral hood, which never fully closed after a revision surgery back in late 2013. I also asked her about the other problem I was having regarding getting aroused and feeling a lot of uncomfortable swelling. Well, she said that this was quite common for those that were thin and when having the surgery, and there is nothing they can safely do to remedy the situation. She even prescribed me some SRS vaginal cream to help heal the granulation tissue inside the vagina. I was feeling great after the visit, thinking everything was going to heal properly and I would be pain-free. Well, guess what happened after about a week? It all came back. All the pain and discomfort, the healing problems. I just was so disappointed. Everything is exactly like it was last year, before everything I just told you. Everything is worse than it was during like the first year. There is so much pain and discomfort when dilating, so much that I don't even bother with it like I used to. I don't know if I should even continue with it, since it's just not worth all the problems. I just can't deal with it anymore, and all the treatments are just making it worse. I don't know what to do, and I've just had enough. Moving on to a different note, a non-dilation topic, regarding the sexual aspects of it. I've never had sex, so I cannot talk about that. And I have tried a vibrating dildo, and that is no thank you. I probably would be fine with just a small vibrator, but anything that goes inside is not all that great. Occasionally it'll be alright if it's not too big or deep, but I don't really care for it. And the other thing is that it's weird to feel numb spots around the clitoris, which is the most sensitive spot. Those areas that there is little to no feeling are very awkward. But regarding the actual orgasm, that certainly varies quite a bit. There will be at times that it's not all that, and others where I'm just lost in a daze for hours afterwards. I've definitely been able to utilize the sexual energy in more spiritual ways as well, whereas with a penis, I couldn't. And while it may take like a half hour or so to really get into it and stay focused, since it is very relaxing, that I have certainly fallen asleep just in the first few minutes of starting to masturbate. It is something I enjoy, but I feel though there could be more. What I mean is, I feel like as a female, I'm just kind of laying there, and there really isn't activity or moving. Whereas with a penis, there was so much more activity. I don't want a penis, but I think at certain times in a sexual situation, I would love to be able to switch from vagina to penis and back. And while that's just hopeful thinking, and it's not possible to do that, it certainly is a fascinating thought and something I wish was a thing I could physically do. So there is definitely certainly advantages and disadvantages of both from my perspective, but it is what it is. I have no regrets, and I love my body and the confidence I have with it now. So in conclusion, things haven't changed at all since the 2-year mark. I'm still having problems, and my body refuses to heal properly. I don't know where to even go next, since I am done with the treatments. I don't want another surgery. I don't want the pain when dilating. So I really don't know what the best option is for me at this point. If something comes along and is done about this, or I finally heal, then I'll make an update. But until then, thank you for listening to the problems I've been having. Like always, don't let my negative experience deter you from getting the surgery if you really want to. There will be negative, but there are plenty of positives. I'm thankful for the positive this has brought me. So, thank you for watching.